What's up, Kings? Welcome to the first podcast. I have no idea what I'm doing here. It's all new to me. New setup. I kind of made it up in the last half an hour or something. I went down to Kmart. I bought this little boom mic for my microphone. And I also got a little table, which you can't see right now. But I have been wanting to make a podcast for a very long time. And I actually did make one when I worked in a fucking factory. I had to drive 2 hours there, 2 hours home. And I worked in minus 16 degrees in a freezer. Terrible. But on the way home, I didn't really want to waste time while driving. So I did podcast. I don't know if you guys remember. What was it called? Raw Thoughts. It was called Raw Thoughts. And obviously after kicking this podcast back up, I didn't want to name it Raw Thoughts because of Raw Talk. Bradley Martin, you stole my name. I actually do think I started Raw Thoughts before Raw Talk. I don't actually know. That's not a fact, but motherfucker still stole it. Anyways, I'm very excited for this because I don't have to edit like I am. I'm going to keep it raw. It's called Trey Unfiltered because I'm also going to say what I want to say. Hence why I made a new YouTube channel for it. Because if I do get a strike for whatever, which I'm assuming down the line will be hate speech, but Trey Unfiltered, there's no filter on this bitch. I'm just going to talk. In saying that, probably the most, what's it called? Controversial thing going around right now in Australia in the fitness industry is Brockfit and Gabe little scandal going on. And everyone keeps commenting on my post, like on TikTok and on Instagram, even DMing me, asking me what are my thoughts. And I'm pretty much going to go over that. So enough with a long intro, because I know you guys said Gabe had a heaps long intro on his podcast. And right off the bat, I want to say I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I do not care. It has nothing to do with me. I stay out of drama, bro. I am not a drama queen at all. I don't watch reality TV shows because it's all bullshit. And that's what this is. It's just drama. I don't fault Gabe for bringing it up because it like there's lessons to be learned from both ends. Obviously, Gabe regrets giving the money or giving Brock the opportunity to go through his manufacturers, which personally for me, I would have never done that. I'm a pretty nice guy, but not a chance. Like, my manufacturers are for me and for my brand. So it was extremely nice for Gabe to do that in the first place. So it's pretty dog that Brock took advantage of his kindness. But then, yeah, so I did watch it. I kind of skimmed over it for a bit because it did take too long to get to the details. So pretty much what I know from it, correct me if I'm wrong, Brock wanted to drop Is That Good shirts, and Gabe was like, yeah, bro, I got manufacturers. You can go through my manufacturers and just give me a percentage off the top of the sales. And I think that's pretty good. Like I just said, Gabe was really, sorry, I got music playing in the background. Gabe was really kind to do that. There's no fucking way I would have done that. And obviously Brock agreed, whatever. They got some production going. Shirts came in, let's just say 100 shirts. Few of them sold, and Brock asked for a payout early because he was struggling for whatever reason. I don't know if he works. I have no idea people's behind the scenes lifestyle. Just like you guys, you have no idea how I make my money. That may be a future podcast. Yeah, so Gabe paid him out early. Struggling financial, whatever. Another nice thing Gabe to do. And then Brock kind of ghosted him and didn't put any effort into selling the shirts, which means Gabe's down money for giving it to him early. He's also down money for production because he's not selling anything, and he's not making any profits because nothing's selling. Pretty shit situation. I understand his frustration, so I don't fault him for that. Like for getting pissed off and making a podcast and shit like that. Sorry for the sniffly nose, by the way. I got my aircon on. I should probably turn that off. I'm not sick. I'm just shitty weather. It's getting to me. Yeah, so I feel like the lesson to be learned on Gabe's side is sometimes don't be so nice. Like if someone asks you for money, especially with finance, bro, these days, like if Brock was really struggling for money, like not to fault the guy, but in general, if you're really struggling for money, there is so many fucking ways to make money. Like there's an app called 𝗓𝗡𝗧𝗏. Old people put up, not old people, just people in general put up things that they need to do, furniture removal, mow their lawns. Like if you're struggling for money, go put in some work to make money. And that's what kind of pissed me off about it. Like as a man, I feel like this is a bit of Tate Andrews, but as a man, like it's pretty low to beg someone for money. Because not only did he ask for the payout early, he also asked Gabe for an additional X amount of money, because again, he was struggling for money, which I understand. Like, this world's fucked when it comes to finances, rent, bills, phone, whatever, like supplements, even just everything. After moving out of home, bro, for you kids that are watching this, moving out of home, it's amazing because you don't have your parents up your ass telling you what to do. It's fucked financially, so make sure you're straight, because I'm assuming Brock's moved out or doing whatever and he's struggling with money, and now he has to ask people for money, which puts him in debt. Fuck that. I couldn't think anything worse. And this is the whole reason why I don't really give a fuck about it all, because at the end of the day, Gabe lent him some money, Brock ghosted him, which obviously was a dog move, and then Gabe put him on blast on social media. He eventually got back to him, and I don't know if they're square now or whatever, but it's good Gabe brought light to the situation for many reasons. Like, for one, which spun out to me, Brock has like 400,000 followers, right? And he's struggling for money. Not to put Brock on blast, but to use him as an example. All these influencers, like, obviously Brock doesn't promote lifestyle, like private jets and shit like that. But all these influencers, I don't know if you guys look up to them and think, oh, they're making so much money off TikTok. Like, we make $0 off TikTok. Oceania, Australia, and like, I can't think off the top of my head, and other countries don't actually get paid directly off TikTok. The way we make our money is through sponsorship deals and whatever. So it spun me out, because I'm like, Brock has enough following to reach out to brands, or brands to reach out to him and monetize his videos. Like, when you do this social media shit, you have to make money from it to do it for a living. Not off the start. Like, at the start, you work a 9-to-5 job and fund it, and, you know, start from the bottom and work your way up. But like, the dude's at 400K. There is so much money to be made, especially on that Is That Good shirt. I have 180 at the moment. I had around 160K on TikTok when I dropped my brand Filthy Pump. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave the link in the description. 160K. And I sold, I don't know how many units, like how many shirts and stringers and whatever, but I sold $20,000 worth of things in 10 minutes. And I have less than half of the followers Brock does. So it spun me out that he couldn't sell a few shirts. And I have no idea how many shirts. Like, it could have been 100, could have been 1,000. I have no idea. But obviously not enough to make Gabe money, hence why he got pissed and this ordeal started. So what are the lessons to be learned? Because I look for lessons. I don't really give a fuck about the drama. And we'll go into that a little bit later. By the way, these podcasts, I'm going to restrict to 45 minutes, because I am one to just talk and talk and talk. And I do not want to extend these to 2 hours. One, I never listen to a 2-hour podcast. Fuck that. Unless it's Raw Talk. I binge watch the shit out of all of them. Oh, we just got a sale on a... Isn't that funny? I just got a sale. It says Filthy Pump has an order of one item totaling at $21.98 from online store. That's the best notification, bro, saying that like you just made a sale. Obviously, it's not all profit, but that money will be in my bank and I can reinvest it into something else. You just got to be smart with your money, bro. It just shocks me that Brock didn't have money yet has a big following. Like I said, monetizing opportunities and shit like that. But anyways, lessons. Like, what are the lessons to be learned here? On Gabe's perspective, like I said, shouldn't be kind, shouldn't be giving out money. For you guys, if your friend asks you for money, don't give them money. Give them ideas how to make money. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to become friends with a millionaire, don't be like, oh, he's so rich. Can I have some money? It's like, how the fuck did you make that? Teach me, and I want to make that alongside you. You know what I mean? So Gabe, right, just trying to refer this back to the topic. Gabe obviously knows what he's doing with money, financially, investments, whatever. He's set. And Brock obviously struggles with that. So Brock should have messaged him and said, hey, bro, I'm struggling with money. I'm bad at managing money. And it does take... it feels like less of a man telling people that you suck at something, but he obviously does. And sometimes you need help. You got to ask for help. And he should have said to him, hey, bro, I'm struggling with money. I suck at managing it. Can you give me some tips? Where can I start to make more money? And then Gabe would have given him 100%, would have sent a message or called him or something like that. Hey, bro, look into this, look into this. If you need help getting started, I can put money towards the start of a business. Not like, can I just have a handout? because you don't learn anything from that. You get the money, and if you're bad at managing money and you get handed 1,000, that bitch is gone. You know what I mean? Oh, sorry, that was a bit rude, but it's raw. This is life. This is what happens. And then, you know, and that's a lesson on Brock's side of things as well. Don't fucking ask for handout. Learn how to make money, and then learn how to manage it. Financial struggles fucking suck, bro. I have been dead broke. I've had negative $97 in my bank account, like over like a year ago, 12 months ago from now. I've had negative 97 in the bank, and then now obviously a lot different situation. But it's because I put in the work, and yes, it does help that I blew up. I went 2 years in the dark. I've been doing TikTok for like 2.5 years, right? And 2 years it took me to gain 28K. I started this year at 28,000 on TikTok, 4,000 on Instagram, and 900 on YouTube, right? I'm now 180K on TikTok, 18K on Instagram, what the fuck, and 5.5 on YouTube. And just to talk about TikTok, 2 years I've been posting content. This is for you boys that are trying to get into the content shit. This is no longer about Brock and Gabe. That happened. That's gone. That's in the past. We don't have to drag it out for drama. It's fucked up what Brock did, and it's silly what Gabe did, but lessons are learned. Moving on. Kind of lost what I was saying there. I had to backtrack and see what I was talking about. I was talking about my social media. Like I said, it took me 2 years in the dark for you content creators that are just starting. 2 years of posting content, making very little to no followers. I don't know what it averages out to be to 2 years, 365, 700 and I don't know, 800 days or something like that to get 28K. It was kind of discouraging. Obviously, there was times I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm going to quit. There's no point in posting content. It's not going everywhere, blah, blah, blah. I feel sorry for myself, shit. But I obviously stuck through. And I don't know what happened, right? The thing about it is if you decide you want something or you decide you want to do something, it happens. Like you decide and you fully commit. I said to Brielle a few times, I was like, oh, I'm going to start doing my TikTok again. And she was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I started posting a few videos, done it for about 2 weeks, like a week or 2 weeks. And then, and then I just stopped. I stopped one day and then it turned to 2 days, 3 days, 2 weeks later, and I haven't posted a video. And I'm like, oh, fuck, all right, I'm going to get back into TikTok. You know what I mean? It was kind of like on and off for 2 years. I was, for the time I was on, I was posting like, 5-6 videos a day. And then, I don't know, January, when we moved here, I said to Brielle, I was like, no, I'm for real this time. Like, I am blasting my TikTok. I'm going to make it happen. I have no idea why, but something really lit a fire inside of me, and I wanted it bad. And I was posting like up to 20 videos a day. And they were quality videos, bro. They were like on my camera, edited. Oh, pardon me. This microphone, which sounds amazing. They weren't like shitty little recordings, which obviously some of them were. I was reacting to comments and shit like that, but I was going ham with content, and I was trying to upgrade my quality. Hence the camera. I did get a better camera. The lighting, the tube lights, the LED strips, like anything that I could do to make my setup look a lot cleaner, which obviously would be more eye appealing, which would get more viewers or more viewer retention, so they'd watch the whole video. I just became obsessed with it, bro. And it kind of sucked at the start because you'd spend like even now you spend like an hour on one TikTok and it only gets 3K views, and then you put together some shitty little, hey bro, is that good? And it gets like 400K. It's kind of shit, but it just goes to show how much effort you're actually willing to put in. And although I was getting very little views at the start, January, I kept blasting them. I fell in love with the content. And obviously I started my YouTube channel back up because towards the end of the year, I was like, oh, I'm not gaining many subscribers, whatever. I was at 900. And then, now I'm at 5.5. I've been blasting it. It's fucking crazy. You just got to go ham with it, bro. You got to say, like, I want this really fucking bad, and I'm gonna do it. The problem is, right, since it's Trey Unfiltered, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I look at some of your content, right? I do. When you comment on my shit, sometimes I suss out your account, and the quality is fucking terrible, like really bad. And it's to a point where I'm sure that you would watch it and be like, there's no way this will blow up, or there's no way this will blow up. You know what I mean? And I'm not dissing your physique. Some of you guys look fucking better than me. A lot of you guys look better than me. But you just don't know how to promote it. So, content tip, learn how to do social media. Learn angles, learn lighting, learn how to run a camera, learn what camera is good and what camera is not. Learn it yourself. Don't ask somebody and then they just tell you, like, oh, what's a good camera? Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, cool. Like, why is it a good camera? You know what I mean? Oh, what's a cool angle? Oh, this one here. And then you just use that one. No, learn multiple things. I have so many people in my DMs asking me, oh, what camera you use? What mic do you use? Like, do some research. Search up. Do sound quality testing. Hey, what does this mic sound like? There'll be a YouTube video on it. Oh, what does this one sound like? What's the quality of this one? Like, do some fucking research. And the reason why I don't tell people is because I did my research, and it's kind of shit that I went through all of that to get the best quality shit, in my opinion. By the way, you might fucking hate what I'm doing. And then you message me and I just tell you and you go out and get it. One, what I think is cool may be different to what you think is cool. So I'm not going to give you what I think, and you go out and buy it and then you turn around and be like, oh, this is shit. And it's like, well, bro, that's what I like. So yeah, do your research with everything when it comes to content, bro. Because it's kind of shit seeing you guys post your videos with amazing physiques, but they're bad videos. And that's not everybody. That is not every video. There's been very few like that, but there has been some like that. And I'm just giving you guys a tip. Try Unfiltered. It's how we're going to be around here. I'm going to be real with you guys. So learn angles, learn lighting, learn cameras, invest in a fucking camera. Oh my God, buy it secondhand, whatever. Unless you have an iPhone 13, you could probably get away with it, but you cannot do justice with a camera. It's just, it's so good. Look at the quality of this. Or what else is there in the gym? Microphones, camera, and editing. Bro, editing is huge. That is something that will take a lot longer. Like to choose a camera, a microphone, you could do all that in one night. Sit down, watch a couple of YouTube videos, and same with the tube lights, lighting, angles. That can all be done in one day. You just sit down, watch YouTube videos all day, bam, you learn it. Editing though, editing comes with experience. You'll learn the basics, right? And you kind of just pick it up as you go. You know, you do a video and you're like, oh, this is cool. And then on your next video, you're like, what can I add that'll make it look sick? And eventually you can get buttons like shit that pops up on the screen, tells you to subscribe. Something like that pops up saying listen on Spotify. That's fucking sick. What else is there? Your Instagram tag. You can pop your Instagram tag up. Those little edits right there, they make the video. Not to mention angles and shit like that, lighting. Obviously, if I turn this light off right now, like if I turn this light off right now, it probably looks cool, nice and blue. But yeah, lighting's fucking huge, bro. Just learn how to do social media, and don't do things. So this went from Brockfit and Gabe to me teaching you how to do social media. Actually, no. To the whole Brockfit and Gabe thing, I think it's getting dragged out and pushed over proportion for media type thing because everyone's drawn to negative shit. They prefer to watch drama than something good. In saying that, and on that topic, don't try and blow up doing dumb shit. Well, how do I say it? Like people that ego lift, they know they're ego lifting and they do dumb shit in the gym just to get views. You'll get a lot of views, don't get me wrong. You'll probably get a lot of followers. But then those dumb views tie to your personality. Do you know what I mean? So then you're always known for that kid that headbutts a pole. Like you go in the gym and you fucking do dumb shit. Or like you'll always be known for that. And a reputation, that's what it is. Your reputation. Your reputation is fucking everything with social media. Why are you known? Why are people following you? Are you an entertainer? Do you do motivational shit? Because I feel like my account is a little bit of both, motivational and entertaining. And it's more the lifestyle type thing. What I'm trying to do is Steve will do it with the lifestyle, jets, which coming soon, nice houses, traveling the world, giving away money. and then Bradley Martin with the motivational shit. So I'm trying to do a blend of everything. But you need to work out what you want to do. And don't do something because you feel like it's the right thing to do. Like, how do I explain this? Don't be like, oh, I'm going to make a motivational video because it's really cool and they get views and then I'll be known for that guy. Don't do it because you feel like you have to. You know what I mean? The reason why I make motivational videos and shit like that on my TikTok, it just comes to my fucking head. So I press play and I talk to you guys. I don't have to force it. I don't have to script it. Nothing like that. I just sit there and I fucking talk to the camera. Obviously, it gets a few thousand views, changes a lot of people's lives, which is amazing. And I do it because it's just who I am. You know what I mean? Like that's, I don't have to force shit. And I see so many people, bro. I see so many influencers, some I know and some that I don't know. And you can just tell that they don't actually give a fuck about their following. Like, they're saying, oh, bro, you know, you can do it. Keep going to the top, you know. But then I've seen them in real life, or I've seen behind the scenes of whatever they're doing, and they're just not like that. They're fucking fake as shit. Don't be like that, boys, because I'll tell you what, it'll come back and kick your ass, because one day someone will come up to you in person, and then, I don't know, you're being in the dick mood or whatever, and they're like, wait, that's not the guy on social media. You know what I mean? Like, I always try and... I'm a pretty happy dude. You know, I don't have much to complain about. And if I do, I don't complain about it anyways. Pretty level-headed, good mindset dude. But when I meet you guys, I try and be like a little bit over the top. You know what I mean? Because then it encourages you guys when you come up to me, say hello, get photos, you leave and you're like, wow, he was really positive. And it kind of reflects onto you and you're like, I want to be like that. Not you want to be like me. I'm not saying I'm a fucking god or whatever. But you want to radiate that good vibe, that good energy. And that's what you should be like. You know what I mean? But not because you feel like you have to. Like, try and change things in your life to make yourself exuberantly, is that a word? Exuberantly happy. And it'll brush off onto your followers. It'll brush off onto people around you, family, friends, even if you don't do social media. But yeah, it just sucks because you see a lot of people on the internet and I want to say names. There's people from my hometown, person from my hometown. They'll be on the internet like, hey girls, hope everyone's having a good day. Love, live, laugh, body positive. But you know them in person and they're a fucking bitch or they're an asshole. Like, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy or girl. I don't know who's watching this. But yeah. Anyways, moving on topics, like going back to negative shit, like how people are. All of this is about to connect right now. Hold up. All of this is about to connect. Fuck, I've lost train of thought. It's like 10 o'clock at night. This is going to connect. Negative shit. If you always... hold on, how do I explain this? Hold on. I'm trying to think how to explain this. Just say your brain is a fucking stomach, right? Your brain is a stomach. What you feed it is what it becomes. So if you're sitting there watching negative shit on TV and you're sitting there watching negative shit on TikTok or drama or whatever... That's what your mindset becomes because you're feeding that. But if you're watching motivational shit, like I used to watch Conor McGregor, Steve Harvey, whoever the fuck else on YouTube that, what's his name? Lionel Scott, Ben Lionel Scott. All these motivational things talking about manifestation, how the future is bright, whatever. You can do crazy things in your life. That's what you start thinking, and that's who you become. And everyone asks me, like, how am I so happy? How am I so positive all the time? Is because there was a point in time where I isolated myself from fucking everybody. And all I did was cardio, which you don't have to do that, but I would run heaps. And I would listen to these videos, and they would become my friends, I guess. So I didn't have actual physical friends in person, but the people that I would listen to are these motivational speakers talking to me all the time. When I would run, when I would be in the gym, when I'd be driving in the car. And these people would just be feeding me with all this positive reaffirming that life is fucking amazing. And that's now who I've become. So if you're sitting there, whether you're fit, whether you're fat, whether you're skinny, like physically, whatever, but if you're mentally, like if you are mentally strong, you're fucked. So if you're sitting there in bed and you're just scrolling through, listening to this drama with Gabe and Brock, like who gives a fuck? That has nothing to do with you, bro. Just watch that shit and be like, oh, what? Brock doesn't have money. I thought he was an influencer. Oh, just puts into perspective. Oh, Gabe was an idiot for giving him money. Brock was a dog for not paying it back. Moving on. Like, don't be so invested. Like, wow, I want more. Like, it doesn't fucking matter to you. It doesn't matter at all. And that's why when people ask me in the comment section, what are my thoughts? I don't care. Like, don't pull me into drama, bro. I'm too busy in my lane. I'm staying in my lane, me and my kings that follow me. And we're going to the fucking top. We don't have time for pit stops, for drama. You know what I mean? The only time I'm going to pull over is when I'm picking somebody else up in my jet and we're going straight to the fucking top. And that's it. And I want you guys to do that as well. Don't get pulled into drama, bro. It ain't worth it. High school drama, like if you're in high school and there's drama in school, whatever, be a kid, man. But when you're out of school and you get back into life, hunt the money, bro. Money and happiness. People say money doesn't buy happiness, but I'll tell you what, I've been dead broke and I've had money, and I would choose money every time because you're able to support people around you, which is good, and you have freedom. That's what we're hunting in this life, bro. Freedom. You see, when I worked in a factory, right? I worked in that factory. I drove 2 hours to, 2 hours home. I worked an 8-hour shift in minus 16 degree freezer, pushing chicken in boxes. And I was working next to these fucking losers. I've met some really great people, like 3. Yeah, 3. Pete, he's a good bloke. Dan, and there was another guy, but I forget his name. Anyways, other than that, the rest were fucking losers, bro. They've been there for 30 years. There was a dude there that was for 50 years, and they're just so stuck. And I don't feel sorry for people like that at all. Like, I get it, times are tough. You got to put food on the table. But, like, you got to work a 9 to 5. Everybody works fucking 9 to 5. And then from 6 to 10 is when you work on your dreams, bro. You're at home shooting content, starting a business. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Making woodwork that you're going to sell, doing art. Whatever you're trying to do, you got to do that after hours, bro. Everybody has to work. So if you're using that as an excuse, you're a fucking pussy, bro. Like, I had a conversation with one of my close mates recently, and he was saying that he doesn't have time. And I sat him down and I was like, all right, what's your schedule look like? All right, you work 3-4 days a week. You go to the gym. Where you're working a little bit less than average of what someone works. Let's say he's working 38 hours a week. All right, we'll just put that on the table. If he's working 38 hours a week, 2 hours a day of gym. I'm not saying everybody does that, but I do that, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse. And then about an hour of driving. You got enough to spend another hour in the gym and shoot content there. Go home, have an hour editing. 10 minutes on your phone, maybe read a fucking book. You got time, bro. You have time. And I'm talking to you. If you go to school, you even have more time. Like, if you think your life is busy right now because you have school, bro, you wait. You fucking wait. And life is what you make it, bro, after school. I know a lot of my followers are young, but life is what you make it after school. School's chill, bro. I only stayed to year 12 because I had some mates there. I should have left in year 10, done a trade, but I didn't. And leaving school, it was hard because it was a different environment. It's like, how do I explain it? You're like swimming through all the corals and shit, like in a reef, and then there's just a fucking drop off, and you're in this open space where you can just do whatever you want. Like it's weird. It's a weird feeling. And I kind of got trapped in that. I was like, oh, freedom, this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then I obviously had no money, and I was like, fuck, now I got to get a job. And then I worked, what did I do? I was a sparky for 3 years, and then I worked in a freezer. I was washing trucks. I was mowing lawns. Like, I've done everything. And I fucking hated it, bro. I fucking hated working a 9 to 5, having a boss, doing these shitty hours. So every day after work, I started pumping content. I was like, what do I want to do? Okay, well, I like computers and I'm pretty good, on a computer. Let's learn how to edit. I learned Photoshop, obviously started recording. I learned Final Cut Pro. 3 years later, look at my fucking life. I always say this, and you guys are probably sick of hearing it, but if you're in a situation that you do not want to be in, change it. Like life, you're pretty much free. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to do anything. Like no one's going to physically take you somewhere. You can be homeless if you want to. But if you want to do great things, you got to put in the fucking work. And it's going to take a lot of time. Hence the 2 years in the dark that I was talking about. Bro, this has been dope. Like everything is just all up in space, Brockfit and Gabe, and then it went all up here, and then it just fucking connected at the end. I mean, it did in my head, so I hope this wasn't too messy for you guys. I'm just kind of rambling on. It'll be a lot better if I ask you guys some questions like I did on my last YouTube video on my other account, and then I can kind of go into more detail on those questions, maybe get 1, 2, or 3. Obviously, I'm on a whole fucking lounge. It's a 3-seater lounge with just me. I'll be able to bring Brielle on, somebody to talk to, because it is pretty lonely. What are we going for? I'll probably talk for another 10 minutes. Something like that. But, I want to share this with you guys, right? Like I said, I listen to motivational speakers, and I was listening to one in the car on the way here. Steve Harvey. I'm not even going to go into it. He is a goat. Like, talking about kings and shit. That motherfucker wears the crown all the time. He was homeless twice, had nothing twice, and now he makes millions a year. Every year make millions, like 10 millions. Ridiculous. But he said something, and it stuck to me in a motivational video. He was like, you can't drive a car looking in the rearview mirror. You can't drive a car looking in the rearview mirror. And there's a reason the rearview mirror is that size and your windscreen is that size. Your windscreen represents your future, everything that's ahead of you, that you're going to crush, your goals, your dream, because you're looking forward and you're going for it, right? Your rearview mirror is your fucking past. So if you're sitting there trying to drive a car looking at your rearview mirror, my dad died, or, I got bullied in high school, or like all this shit that happened back then, and you're feeling sorry for yourself or still hung up on a breakup, you're going to crash and you're going to jeopardize your opportunity of going forward. And obviously, if you drive a car, 99% of your time you're looking forward. Every now and then you'll check back and you'll reaffirm yourself where you come from. Like with me, dad dying, other traumatic shit that we'll go into in another podcast. And, you look back there and you humble yourself. Like, you think you're doing very well, and then you look back and you're like, oh, yeah, no, I came from that. I'm now here, and look where I'm going. You know what I mean? It kind of gives you a boost, and it makes you look where you come from, and you're like, I do not want to go back there. Keep looking forward. You know what I mean? And I just thought that was a really good analogy on life. There's a reason why your rearview mirrors are that small and your windscreen is that big, because we're always looking forward. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I like that shit. I don't know. I like that shit. And it's funny because I would have never in high school sat down and said this shit, because I was like, I don't know, there was an ego about me. It's like, oh, this stuff is cringe, blah, blah, blah. This is life, bro. This is real shit. Like all this sad shit and happy shit. Life, you're going to be depressed. One day you're going to be rich. You're going to have fucked up shit. People are going to die. You're going to go through a heartbreak. Like, this shit happens, and people try and avoid the conversation, or, I don't know, distract themselves from the situation. But for me, I think you just got to be mentally strong and be capable of pushing through anything, no matter what. Like, I would still obviously be fucking devastated if somebody died. But I think I'm more prepared for it now since I lost my dad. That was a fucked up situation. And part of my life kind of made me lost, whatever. But now I'm prepared for it. I've got experience, which is not the experience that you're kind of after. And same with depression, anxiety, all that shit, like panic attacks, like that shit happens. Night terrors, whatever. But going through all of that is why I'm so mentally fucking strong now. built calluses on my brain, bro. Like, we go to the gym, we tear our muscles to make them stronger, and it's same with the mind. You know, if trauma fucking tears our brain, now it comes back stronger. It's kind of fucked up, but that's how life is. And the reason why I'm targeting school kids, two reasons. One, a lot of my followers are like 18 and below. I don't know. I looked at the charts. It was like from 13 to 18 is a lot of my followers. And then I got a couple of 50-year-olds, so a couple MILFs out there. Gilfs, should I say. But I think my school is inviting me back to do a talk, which, like, talking about anxiety, holy fuck. I'm going to be on stage in front of however many people, which is weird. It's a weird concept because I am more than happy to sit down and talk to you boys. I'm just going to assume this video has 100 views. Pardon me. And I'd be happy to make a TikTok, gets 2 million views. I'd be stoked if it got 100 million views, 200 people. Like, it's weird in person, it is. But I'm pretty excited for it. It'll be good. I just don't know what to say because it's hard to talk to school kids because you guys don't really have experience on life yet. You know, the worst thing that's happened to you, besides home shit, I don't know what this situation is. You're a fucking orphan, parents died. Like, this fucked up shit that happens at a young age, I understand. But I'm saying, like, other than that, the worst thing that happens in high school is like a heartbreak, or your mum's pissed at you that you got fucking an F. You know what I mean? When you leave school, shit gets real, and the quicker you learn that before you leave and you prepare yourself for that, you will crush it out there, bro. Like, hunt money, happiness. Don't give a fuck about chicks. They will come. Don't care about friends because they will come and go as well. They'll probably get envious of you because you're striving for something big. Like, in high school, I wouldn't say I was the popular kid. I was well known. I was different mindset. I fucking hated everybody. Never physical, but if somebody looked at me funny, I was like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Like, going on. I was a menace, bro. If I could see myself, my high school self now, I'd bash the shit out of him. But yeah, like I said, in high school, I was obviously well known, and I had a few friends. You know, I'd say about 8 friends, if that, and then everyone else just kind of knew me and avoided me. But then leaving school, turning 18, clubbing, loved it, alcoholic, had so many friends because I was clubbing on the weekends, whatever. Then I was like, oh, this isn't for me. I want to start grinding content, money, business, a better fucking life. But I pretty much wanted what I'm doing now. And then obviously now I have bigger goals, but I wanted the lifestyle I'm living now. And which is crazy to think about because I am living what was once a dream. And I'm now living what will soon be a memory. Weird. Anyways, when I started grinding, I lost a lot of friends. Like, a few people would message me, hey bro, do you want to come out on the weekend? I'd say no. Hey bro, do you want to come out on the weekend? I'd say no. And then eventually they would just stop asking me. No message like, oh, do you want to get lunch? Like, there was a few, let's just say like 2 people that I can think of. I won't name names, but 2 people that would say, hey bro, do you want to catch up for lunch, whatever. And I'm still in contact with them today. But everybody else, it kind of just slide, I guess, which I don't really give a fuck because I kind of went ghost for, I'd say, about 6 months to a year. And I just dead ass did not talk to anybody. I kind of like lost my license and I couldn't drive anywhere. And I just stopped hanging out with people. And that was the best thing I could have ever done. Isolation, bro. I learned myself. I learned how to hang out with myself. That is the most valuable thing, bro. If you can chill with yourself and be happy, then you can chill with other people. But you don't rely on anybody. That is probably the best thing ever. But yeah, I isolated myself, bro. Started listening to all this motivational shit. And it kind of like built who I am. That was like the foundation of where I am now. Because I'm about to build a fucking empire with Filthy Pump, with you kings, with my social medias. Like, if you think it's going off now, we're taking over. We're taking over Australia, and then we're going up. We're going to be doing collabs with big people. Let's just say that. But it would have never happened if I didn't have the mindset of I don't give a fuck if people are here with me or if I do it alone. Obviously, I did it alone for a long time with no friends. But then I met 𝗧𝗧𝗖𝗱𝗚, and then now she's on the same train, on the same jet to the fucking top, and we're both crushing it together. But prime example, we moved to Gold Coast, and it's just us two. Like, we have no friends up here. We didn't. We do now. Obviously, I met Zad and a few other boys up here, and now we're friends with Eric and his girlfriend Belle. You know, it was an uncomfortable situation moving out here, but it was well needed, and I'm so glad we did. Life is so much better out here, bro. Just ending this podcast, right? Because we've been going for a little while. Take that risk, bro. I don't know what the fuck you want to do, but take that risk. Get out of your hometown. Go do your fucking artwork. Go make content for you boys in the gym. Do whatever the fuck you want, regardless if people are going to be there or not. If you have to do it alone for 2 months, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, do it alone. Eventually you'll find somebody, whatever, and that will join your journey, and then you'll build friends along the way. But you'll build friends and you'll find a person in the same line with the same mindset, you know what I mean? Like, they're also trying to achieve something. Because people like myself, I'd be attracted to somebody that, like, attracted to a chick to date and attracted to a guy to be friends with, that has ambitions, that want to do bigger things than just party on the weekend and stay in the same fucking town that they grew up with. Like, I live on the Central Coast, and no hate to it, love the Central Coast, my family's down there, whatever. No fucking way I'd move back. Ain't no way. And I know a lot of people that are down there that are happy with it, and like, I know a lot of people down there because they're stuck there, like the commitments, whatever. I get that, and they want to move, but they can't. That's different. There's so many people down there that actually love being there, and they just live for the weekend. Fuck that. That would do my head in. There ain't no way. And what I'm saying is, I isolated myself from those type of people, and now I found people like 𝗧𝗧𝗖𝗱𝗚, Zad, Eric, Belle, like people that want to do better in their life, and they actually put action towards that. They don't just talk about it like, oh yeah, I want to do this. I want to make $1 million. I want to blah, blah, blah. And then they still do fucking nothing. Like, they're actually taking steps towards that, whether I'm there with them or not. You know what I mean? And that's the people that you need to surround yourself with. To the top with people in their own jets. You know what I mean? No one jumps in my jet. We're flying together. That's the best analogy that I have for you guys. What time is it? Shit. Bro, it's like 10 something, 11. I can't see it from here. My eyes are fucked. I'm so tired, bro. The schedules lately have been fucking nuts. I've been here, there, everywhere, driving. We were going to go to LA the 26th of July, but I think it's going to be pushed back to August because we're going to be moving into a new house in July. All up in the air at the moment. Regardless, from now till the end of the year, we'll be in a new house. I'll be getting jet skis. We'll be going to LA to train at 𝗧𝗥𝗔𝗓 and Texas to train at 𝗏𝗡�land. And we'll also be going to Bali. Pardon me. So these five fuckers are going to happen by Christmas. I just don't know what order or what dates. Okay, it's kind of up in the air at the moment. Either way, it'll be posted on my main channel, Trey. So subscribe to that bitch right there. And obviously subscribe to this, because I'm just going to be dead ass sitting here talking shit, posting it up, keeping it very raw, very little edits. One, I can't be bothered. You know, that's the whole point of doing this, because I just wanted to talk without editing and just post it up for you guys, and you just jam with me. I don't know if you can hear my music, but I got a bit of lo-fi vibes in the background. And right now, this setup, temporary. This is the lounge from our fucking lounge room out there. I bought this boom mic. It was a couple dollars from Kmart and the LEDs. And obviously I got the picture of the money and the world, because money runs the world. But this is just the beginning, bro. Like, when we move into this new house, which, if you want to see it, check out my Instagram. It's on the life highlight, because I'm not going to do many pop-ups. It's fucking incredible. It's a mansion on the canals. It's like 5 bedrooms with a movie theater. Pretty fucking crazy. So when I move into there, I'll have my own office, and I'll deck that bitch out. I'll get a good podcast set up, and I'll run these weekly. Yeah, I was about to say daily, and I'm like, nah, that's fucked. So I'll get 2 chairs. I'll get people in. I'll get another microphone. It'll be good. the videos will turn out mint. And on top of that, I'll be blasting my main page. I'll get some fucking GoPros. We'll jet ski out to an island. I'll get a drone. Like, content is about to get fucking crazy. Not to mention the traveling and maybe private jets and shit like that. But this is what I'm trying to explain. I'm not a bodybuilder, right? I'm a lifestyle enthusiast. I want to live my best life. I want to experience shit. I don't meal prep. I don't have time to meal prep because I'd rather be running the business, making money. And with that money, I'll fund a lifestyle for me, 𝗧𝗏𝗄𝗏, and the people around me, my friends, my family. And that's the shit I want to do. So if you guys that are watching this and you got this far in the video, I don't know how far in the video we are right now, but we're wrapping it up. I want you to know that I'm trying to do Steve will do it type lifestyle. Not copying exactly him, I'm doing me, but I want to be able to give back like him and go on crazy excursions around the world. And then I want the Bradley Martin in the gym scene. Motivational, look half decent, train like a fucking animal, and inspire you guys to do whatever the fuck you want. I don't know you. I don't know what you want to do. Whether it's gym, art, music, whatever you want to do, bro, I'm trying to encourage you to go out and do it. And the only person to make your dreams come true is you. If you're going to sit around waiting for somebody to hand it to you, bro, you're going to be fucking dying in this position asking for it because it's not coming ever. You got to go out and get it, bro. And it's sad that it took me a few years to learn that. Obviously 18, 19, and then I got with 𝗧𝗏𝗄𝗏. But I learnt it in the end. I'm 21, head screwed on, and we're going to the fucking top. And I know a lot of my followers, I keep saying that they're young. And that's why I'm trying to get in your guys' head now. Because if you start now, if you start thinking how I think now at 16, 17, you've already got an advantage on me, bro. And you think I'm doing good at my age, wait till you're my age. You'll be doing 10 times better than me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's just, I really do appreciate you guys listening to what I have to say. Because the whole point of this was to get a platform to get my voice heard. Because I feel like shit that I talk about is valuable and helpful to people. And to receive such good feedback, DMs, comments, everything is just insane. So if you guys did like this first podcast, hit that like button. Like I said, I'll try and keep them short, around half an hour to 45 minutes, with very minimal editing. And yeah, that was episode 1. Recap: Brockfit, pay your fucking dues, be a man, don't ask for money, ask how to make money. And Gabe, my boy, don't go giving out money. There's no hard feelings for either of them. I don't give a fuck about that drama shit. You know, Brock shouldn't have done that. Gabe shouldn't have done that. I'll still collab with both of them in the future. You know, I'd be happy to go out with lunch for both of them. There's no hard feelings on my end. Like, that's their business. If they hate each other, that's chill. Like, I don't give a fuck. I just wanted to make this video, 1, to talk about all that other awesome shit that we spoke about, and 2, to put in the air, fuck drama, bro. Fuck drama. I ain't down with it. I do not care for it at all. So anyways, that is a wrap on today's video. Keep chasing that filthy pump, and I'll see you in the next podcast.